Hello, this is Guy Severson with yet another episode of Viral TNT, where I bring business people to you that can help you with various aspects of your business. Today, I'll be speaking with Yolanda Lehman about the topic of business loans for women. Welcome, Yolanda.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. Now, as I understand it, you help women that need business loans to secure those loans. Would that be correct?
That's true. That's one of the things we like to do because women are special, and I'm a woman, and I'm special. So
well, there you go. Exactly. Absolutely, absolutely. So, what challenges would you see in front of women who are trying to secure those business loans? What do they need to know about making sure they connect up with the right loan people?
Well, sadly, women, although we live in a culture that states that women have equal rights, really it's not always the case, especially in corporate America. And when you, depending on the kind of business you have, women are not seen as being as competent. Well, they would never say that because that would not be PC, but not being as competent, maybe not knowing as much about the business they're running. Obviously, a lot of women take time out for child rearing, and so sometimes their experience isn't as broad as perhaps the other gender, and so there are challenges that are specific to women that aren't stated. It's not in writing. If you're a woman, watch out, it's going to be harder. Nobody writes that, but it is true, and so we have to work harder to get loans for women. Just because of those challenges, and women aren't, and then depends on who we're getting the loan from. Is it male dominated? Almost always. It's rare that I speak with a banker who is a woman who is giving commercial loans out to people who want to purchase real estate or get a loan for an existing business or to purchase a business. So when you get into that fact, then it is a selling job. This woman is unique, special, and very gifted and has experience in her realm. Sometimes we have to do more selling than we do if it's a man, because it's assumed that the man has his focus on business and women have their focus perhaps in other places as well, forgetting that women are really good at multitasking.
True enough. So basically what I'm hearing then is business loans for women is almost politically oriented in some ways or whatnot.
Yeah. Very much so. I think men see women as soft-hearted, perhaps as not taking care of their money quite as good. Although I must say that women are Nazis about their money. They like to be sure, but men don't always know that. And so it becomes more of a selling job. This woman could really will do well with your money, and you'll get it all back plus all the interest, and she won't just jump ship.
So let me ask you this, Yolanda. How do you help the process of women who need loans for their business to succeed? How do you come into this picture?
Okay. Well, you can see that I'm not a bank, but I do have a business, and it is a brick and mortar business, and I do provide business services for all people, men and women included. One of the services we provide is commercial loans, and we are a broker for commercial loans. And broker means I don't belong to Chase Bank or Wells Fargo or Bank of America. They don't hire me. I am hired by you to go out and get you the loan you need. And for that, you will pay me a percentage. Now, if you go to a bank, you'll pay them a percentage. So it's either way, you know. It's not going to be more expensive necessarily. So what I do is I broker your loan request to multiple banks, and not just one. So if you go on your own, you will go into Wells Fargo, say, and say, I am the X and X loan, and they'll obviously see that you're a woman, and they'll say, well, let me run your credit. And then they'll run your credit, and they'll say, oh, sorry, it doesn't fit our parameters. Bye! And then you'll go to Chase Bank down the street, and you'll say, I'm so-and-so, and they'll say, oh, okay, what do you want? And you'll say, I want a loan for this particular job. Oops, we're losing her. And then you'll say, well, I want so much money, and they'll say, let me run your credit. And then they'll run your credit. And then they'll say, oh, sorry, we don't have a loan for you. And then you'll go to Bank of America. And all this process, each one of them is running your credit, which is not a good thing. Because by the time you get to the bank that's actually going to give you your loan, they'll say to you, how come all these other people said no? Because they'll see that they ran your credit. And they say, I don't think we want to do that. But they'll tell you that after they run your credit too, because that's their process.
And they could have had the right loan for that for the woman that was looking for that business loan, but because of all these others, all right. So what?
So what we have you do is run your own credit, which does not show up anywhere. And you give us a credit report that's just as good as anybody else's. And then we say to the banks that we're brokering to, we have a woman with this credit score, with this request for this much money, they have this much skin in the game, what do you have for us? Then we'll get offers. And we'll have, say, 3 offers from banks that say, we will do your loan for you if you have this and this and this. And so they will actually, we will give you those offers. Say, well, we can get a firm offer if you like these parameters. So it's kind of a pre-offer that they give us. And then we tell them, yes, we'd like a firm offer. Then they'll take the credit score I gave them, and they'll look at it, and they'll look at everything you offer, and then they'll say, okay, we will make you an offer. Then they make you an offer. This is a formal offer. They'll say, we can do this loan if you do this, 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 and this. If you give us these things. If you say, yes, I can do those things, then you can accept their loan offer. So women, you really need help, and you need my help.
Well, there you go. So how would women go about connecting with you? What's the best way?
The best way is email, and my email is yolanda@lehmanbusinessservices.com. Lehman is spelled L-E-A-M-O-N. Yolanda@lehmanbusinessservices, and it is services, and there are 3 S's in a row. And .com. You email me, and well, I do have a phone, but they're very busy, and it's hard to get to me on the phone. So email is better because I can answer it when I'm not talking on the phone, and then I will connect with you and open a portal for you to drop your secure documents, in securely. So women, there are loans out there for you, but it would be useful if you had a broker like me.
And if you look in the description below, you'll see that email that Yolanda provided. Here's a question I have for the entire audience. Being that likely you are looking for business loans for women, what questions would you have that you would want to have answered? Leave those in the comments below. And also, be sure to subscribe to this channel because we will be bringing forward valuable videos that you will truly appreciate for growing your business just like this one. Yolanda, I do thank you for your time, and do you have any final thoughts as we close this Business Loans for Women webinar.
There are loans out there for men and women, and if you qualify, we can probably get you one.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I thank you once again, and have a great day, Yolanda.
Thank you. You too. Thanks for having me.